So imagine this, it's 2012 and you're in the car on your way, super excited to watch the Avengers since it just came out. You can't wait to see Iron Man and all your favorite superheroes on the screen, but then to pass the time you're playing Temple Run and Subway Surfers on your iPod Touch. But you hear those overplayed songs on the radio turn on. Call Me Maybe and Gangnam Style. You're tired of hearing those songs. You've heard those songs thousands of times and you just want to listen to your Wiz Khalifa and Chief Keef. So you put them on, you're chilling, and then you get a message on Kick. Nah, not that Kick. Your friends are spamming your Kick, telling you about the Black Ops 2 trailer that just released. You go watch it, you're thinking you're tired of playing MW3.
Definitely no commando perk.
Take care of it.
No last stand. You last stand.
And you look at the trailer, say to yourself, wow, this looks too futuristic. It's okay, the world's gonna end on December 21st anyways, so I won't be playing this for that long.
And then we go to Friday and it just looks like the Mayans were right, people, because we got a high of 1250 and a low of 1147. And Saturday, it just doesn't look like it really fucking matters.
Little do you know that Black Ops 2 will become one of the most beloved and iconic Call of Duties and video games of that generation. This game will go on to spark the interest of millions of new gamers playing through the campaign, prestiging and going for the diamond camo and multiplayer, playing zombies, getting annoyed by those denizens that try to scratch your face off.
Save me!
Knifing Ted till he gets mad and kicks you off the bus. Trolling your friends, blocking the doors of the bus so they can't get in.
Please open the door!
It was great times. You got thousands of new content creators bringing you secret Easter egg videos on how to see Batman on a hijack, how to unlock the golden ray gun and zombies, and watching FaZe Rain back in the day hit insane trick shots.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! What did I just hit?
Yeah, this game will just go on to create so many memories that we all wish to relive nowadays. 2023, Black Ops 2 came out in 2012 and the game was set in 2025. Let that sink into you. So it's kind of insane how we're catching up to the exact time frame that Black Ops 2 was actually set in, which that was considered the future, but now it's kind of present day. So let's take a look at how Black Ops 2 holds up nowadays, and then also take a look backwards as well with how people perceive the game before it launched, upcoming to launch, and when it actually dropped. Let's break down this game's components from the maps, the kill streaks, the guns, even zombies as well. Just what was the overall reception of the entire game, because people are so flippity-floppity with Black Ops 2. People either think it's the best game ever, the best Call of Duty, or it's just so overrated. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on Black Ops 2 overall? And if you're brand new to the channel here, I really appreciate you stopping by and watching the video. And definitely consider subscribing for more classic Call of Duty content like this right here. And comment down below which Call of Duty do you want me to make a whole entire video on, just pretty much reviewing and taking a look back on it. So let's go over the trailers leading up until the game's release. So on May 1st, 2012 was the official reveal trailer of Black Ops 2, showcasing Black Ops 2 to the world. It was pretty much a whole entire campaign trailer showcasing the characters, the story, the plot, and the brand new futuristic setting. This was the very first COD to be set in the future, which obviously nowadays it's modern, but back then this was as far that COD has ever went. Then on August 7th, 2012 was the multiplayer reveal trailer. Again, we saw more futuristic elements in play here, from score streaks to attachments like the target finder. It was very cool seeing how the futuristic element would come into play with the multiplayer, and it definitely blew people's minds back in the day. I really do miss this trailer. I remember when it first came out. And then on September 26, 2012 was actually when they revealed zombies for the first time here. Of course, Treyarch being the developer of this game, we know for a fact zombies was going to come back, but we were not sure on how, and this was a very different experience. We've never saw anything like this with zombies. It showcased the entire map, from going place to place in transit, going to farm, going to town, right riding the bus, and it was a very, very cool trailer. Little did we know how that map transit would be memed on so hard years down the road. But on October 16th, 2012 was the launch trailer of Black Ops 2. Pretty much just showcasing and summarizing the campaign, you know, just hyping the game up more so people can know about it. And then on October 29th was a very, very cool trailer called Surprise. It was actually a live action trailer of a bunch of different celebrities and stars in the entire world and universe of Black Ops 2, using the Black Ops 2 weapons, using the Black Ops 2 score streaks. It was such an epic trailer, seeing all of the elements in the video game actually in real life, live action. It was so cool. They don't make trailers like this anymore, I swear. Then of course on November 12, 2012, Black Ops 2 officially came out. The trailers were honestly very far in between, but the hype was for sure there back in 2012. But people were just very skeptical about the future settings, since the games before that were Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 3. So let's take a look at what people thought about the game way back in 2012. The overall pretty much first impressions with it. Alright, so these are reviews from Metacritic. This review is from November 15, 2012. It says, "I don't want to give this game a 4, but words cannot describe how depressed it made me feel. I guess the campaign was alright, but it's time for a change, COD. Especially when it comes to multiplayer, something Halo 4 actually managed to pull off." The next one here says, "The most boring piece of shit that I've ever played. I've only played it for a few hours and I already want my money back. It's just the same crap every year." And here's a pretty long review, alright? This is from November 13th, 2012. "I really wanted to like this game, but the core gameplay it really lacks. I love the additions of the league play, but the problem is, other than the game stinks of laziness, it feels like MW3, not Black Ops. I truly do not understand how in 2012 games can be released with no improvements to the core gameplay." Little do you know what's gonna happen in the future with Call of Duty. Why not add dedicated servers like Battlefield 3? You can charge people to rent them. It makes you more money but improves the gameplay experience. I loved COD, but it's starting to show its age. If it doesn't truly innovate next year, I really think it can mark the start of the fall of Call of Duty." This guy just kind of predicted what happened. Small maps with everyone firing from the hip makes for a very frustrating online mode. The campaign is so much weaker than Black Ops 1, it's obvious, and zombies feel so much more confusing than fun this year. Bro, that's how zombies felt like in Black Ops 4 for me. It's kind of crazy looking back at the bad reviews of Black Ops 2 because we had it so good back then, you know what I mean? But let's take a look at some of the good reviews on BO2 from users themselves. So this guy says, "Why the f people are giving this? Oh, beggars believe. I bet they will be online in the coming weeks. I ain't a COD fanboy, Battlefield franchise, but I can see when improvements are made of the very lackluster MW3, which in my opinion was the worst in the entire COD franchise. Graphics are not the best, but the gameplay shines in both campaign and multiplayer. Grats to Treyarch on the best of COD to date." This last good review says, "Black Ops 2 is one of the best games of this generation and is a true competitor for the Game of the Year award in my books. Let's face it, the gameplay is epic, the graphics are awesome, the entire game is just epic. From the first mission, I knew I was going to enjoy playing it, and so far I have not been let down a bit. Once again, the Call of Duty franchise shows why it's such a worldwide phenomenon, because it keeps on creating such awesome and epic games like Black Ops 2, and one thing is certain, the Call of Duty games is going to get better and better. Black Ops 2 is truly worthy of a solid 10 out of 10, this guy says." So out of those reviews from the good and the bad about Black Ops 2 in 2012, who are you more lenient towards, or what do you agree with more, the bad reviews or the good reviews of the game? Let's go ahead and actually take a look and break down the game at its core, from the maps and streaks and guns and so on and so forth, because I feel like Black Ops 2 definitely had a great selection of everything. For example, the maps were super solid. The base maps were, I feel as though, the best base maps that we've ever seen in Call of Duty, from Hijack to Raids, Slums, Nuketown 2025. It was a great selection of maps that nowadays people deem to be iconic. With the score streak selection, this was a brand new system in COD. They were called score streaks instead of the normal kill streaks or the point streak system. You know, capturing flags, capturing tags from enemies actually counted towards your score streaks. There was amazing streaks such as the K9 unit, the orbital VSAT, the swarm. Yeah, the streaks were absolutely amazing in Black Ops 2, and the weapon selection was very freaking good too. We got some very awesome assault rifles, solid sniper choices. Just overall, the weapons were pretty memorable and definitely not forgettable in Black Ops 2. Alongside with multiplayer, of course, we do got Zombies 2, and Zombies was a very different experience compared to Black Ops 1's Zombies. The Zombies mode was for sure more immersive with the storytelling and gameplay. There were so many brand new elements here with Black Ops 2 Zombies. It was such a blast. It really was. We got transit, we have farm, town, die rise, buried, Mob of the Dead, origins, and Nuketown zombies as well. The zombie map choices were so solid. And by the way, this gameplay is from Black Ops 2 Plutonium Zombies, where you can use commands such as God mode and no clips. So yeah, I'm gonna have God mode just so I can showcase the zombies way easier for y'all. Nuketown Zombies here was actually pretty special back in the day because the only way to get it and play it was to purchase the Hardened Edition or the Care Package Edition of Black Ops 2. So it was very limited back in those days of 2012 and 2013, but I'm pretty sure that changed years and years after that. And of course, this was the first time ever where they made a multiplayer map into a zombies map. So the concept of that back in 2012 and 13 was actually pretty impressive and very cool. However, at least in my opinion, Nuketown Zombies is just kind of like, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. Sometimes it's fun to just mess around on here, you know what I mean? It's just one of those, I guess, throwaway maps in my eyes at least. What do you guys think about Black Ops 2's Nuketown Zombies? Transit, on the other hand, is a mixed bag of either it's good or trash. Just straight up good or trash. There's no in between with it with this map. You know, I respect this map in the sense of it being so new, of it being ahead of its time with everything, with the story, with how the bus works, having multiple maps in one zombie map. Yeah, during the time, just the concept of that is actually kind of wild, you know what I mean? I like how it picks up straight from Black Ops 1's story. I do love that aspect of it, but there's tons of things with Transit that make it such a poor playing experience. Yeah, I don't really gotta go into detail. If you play Transit, then you kind of know and get where I'm coming from with it. It's fun here and there with friends to troll, but I'd much rather play other zombies map than this one here. Of course, Town was like the go-to main zombies map back in BO2. This map is so iconic and beloved. It was even remade into Black Ops 3's PC mods because it was so loved. Just the overall zombies experience with the base map was pretty good, I'd say, in Black Ops 2, but of course as DLC came out it got better and better, which we're going to talk about the DLC drops right now, and when they dropped, the trailers behind it, the hype leading up to it, and of course the DLC content itself. So on January 8th, 2013, the trailer dropped for the first DLC map pack called Revolution. This came with 4 brand new multiplayer maps, the very first DLC gun ever in COD, the Peacekeeper, alongside with a new zombies map called Die Rise. This entire DLC pack came with Mirage, Grind, Downhill, and Hydro for the multiplayer maps. And also, alongside with Die Rise being the new zombies map, it came with a brand new zombies game mode called Turn. This mode sadly was short-lived. I don't think we ever got any type of updates or any type of new maps for Turn. I'm pretty sure the only time that and only map that we can play Turned on is on Diner, sadly. I wish they would have went on and on with it and updated this mode because it's such a cool concept of playing as a zombie, you know what I mean? With multiplayer though, having a DLC DLC gun was actually a big deal back in the day. You know, this was actually so crazy and brand new to COD, and it was pretty cool how they brought this in, and it fit really well with this entire DLC pack. So now moving on to DLC 2 here, the trailer for this DLC dropped on April 4th, 2013, and it's called Uprising. This came with Encore, Vertical, Magma, and Studio for the DLC maps and multiplayer, and then for zombies, of course, we got Mob of the Dead, which Mob of the Dead turned out to be one of the best and beloved zombies maps ever in COD, to the point where people just want this zombies map remade. Everyone's wishing for this map to come back in a Zombie Chronicles 2 type of deal, you know what I mean? But anyways, this DLC pack was actually pretty solid. It came with a remake of Firing Range from Black Ops 1. That map was actually so good here in Black Ops 2. The DLC season just so far was looking very freaking solid and good for BO2. Mob of the Dead is my favorite zombies map of all time. There's so much to do on Mob of the Dead. The story and lore behind the entire map with the characters and just what's going on is just so interesting as well. This map is just a huge W in my books. What do you guys think about Mob of the Dead? So on June 18th, the trailer dropped for DLC 3 of Black Ops 2, which is called Vengeance, and this came with Cove, Rush, Uplink, and Detour for the DLC maps and multiplayer. And of course, with zombies, we got good old Buried with the Ray Gun Mark II. Man, the memories with this DLC is just so crazy for me, because I just remember every bit of playing Buried on the Xbox when it came out at my cousin's house, because I was on PlayStation 3, right? So the DLC maps came out a month later on PlayStation 3. So when I went to go play my cousin's Xbox with Buried, it was just so nice playing the DLC first alongside with everyone else. I had so much fun with this entire DLC pack, and then the DLC maps for multiplayer were just so good too. Having Rush, that map is just amazing. It was remade into Black Ops Cold War as well. It's such a cool concept for a map. Cove was a great map too as well. I like the idea of it being on an island. And then Uplink was the remake of Summit from Black Ops 1. So just overall a very solid DLC pack as well. And finally, with DLC 4 to end off the Black Ops 2 DLC season on August 9th, 2013, the trailer dropped for Apocalypse, and we got Pod, Takeoff, Frost, Dig for the multiplayer maps. And of course, with the zombies map, we got good old Origins. This map became an instant fan favorite and classic the moment it dropped. It was so unique with so many different aspects. At the time, Origins was pushing limits with what it could do on the consoles back in the day. So this was a huge deal, and it was very great. This map got remastered in Black Ops 3 from Zombies Chronicles, and just most of everyone's favorite zombies map is gonna be Origins. If you ask like, oh, what is the best zombies map, or what's your favorite zombies map, Origins is definitely always up there in the top 3 for most people. Building all the staffs and just also completing the storyline and Easter egg and moving on to Black Ops 3 from there, it just was a very good time for the zombies community. And overall, the entire DLC season for Black Ops 2, in my opinion at least, was just a whole entire W. This just makes me miss the old style of DLC with COD, how they dropped DLC 1, 2, 3, and 4, you know what I mean, with just 4 maps and 1 zombies map. I kind of miss this old style. That wraps up Black Ops 2's DLC content season, you know, and this game was just so beloved to the point where after Call of Duty Ghosts came out a few months later, people just immediately went back to Black Ops 2 because they just didn't like Call of Duty Ghosts. I'll save that for another video talking about COD Ghosts and where it did fail, and how COD Ghosts could have honestly been one of the better and best CODs, but we'll save that for later, of course. Black Ops 2 still to this date holds up really well, and just to think this game is a decade old, it's 10 years old, just boggles my mind. Time flies absolutely fast, and even looking at this game on the PC, the graphics really do hold up still. Not only that, but just the gameplay overall, the mechanics, the movement of the game, the way the guns work, it all feels still pretty balanced, I feel like. Even the pick 10 system with the creator class, the score streaks, everything just feels like how I feel as though COD should be. nowadays. You know, I would not mind if Call of Duty just decides to go and kind of a Black Ops 2 route back to its roots, because this is kind of where the peak of COD was with Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 3, and after this a lot of Call of Duty fans just pretty much left the franchise. So making a COD very similar to Black Ops 2 or just straight up remastering the game as a whole would definitely revitalize COD, I feel like, again. But who knows, maybe it shouldn't be remastered, because we all know how remasters are nowadays with many video games and what they can do to kind of ruin it. But it is what it is. Still, nostalgia is a very powerful thing, and Black Ops 2 overall, in my opinion, is one of the best Call of Duties to ever come out. So yeah, let me know overall, what do you think about Black Ops 2, and has your thoughts changed on this game since 2012 or just since the last time you played it? And make sure you comment down below what COD I should do a review on next, and I'll leave it down below in the description when it is uploaded. So for sure, subscribe just so you don't miss out on more classic COD content like this here. And hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.